Cris, right over here to your right. How does it feel to be here in Hawaii for a fight week? It's pretty cool, right?
Yes, I came here 2010, but for vacation, and now it's different, but it's been very cool. I've been running every day outside, and the people really know who I am, know the fights, and very excited to see the fan on the street.
Awesome, and you're facing Arlene Blencowe for the second time. Talk to me about this matchup. I mean, for her, I think everybody knows she wants to get her, avenge her loss. But for you, what is the main motivation for you coming into this one?
You know, she's been beating all the girls, and she's contending number one the division. And they just have to be ready, training. You know, for sure it's gonna get stronger than before. You know, I'm ready. You know, just when you get the rematch, you have to prepare for any situation in the fight, and I just feel ready and strong to go.
She's fought twice since you guys met back the first time. Do you feel like you've seen some improvements out of her in those performances?
Nah, I can say I get improved. You know, I train. For sure she's focusing the rematch. For sure she get improved something, but we're gonna see it Saturday night.
Yeah, and I guess what are the things that you have to be careful for with her? You know, having studied her twice and fought her once.
I think I just have to do my game, you know, focus on what I want to do in the fight, and for sure you have to care for what your opponent is going to do, but you have to be ready for any situation in the fight.
For sure.
And heading into this fight, do you have a certain goal in terms of, hey, maybe I want to finish her faster than I did the first time, or is it to make it more dominant than you did the first time? Like, do you have any goals for this fight?
You know, I always have 5 rounds to finish the fight. You never go to the fight thinking it's going to finish fast. You know, if you're fast, man, the fast is lucky, you know, you did your best. But I'm ready for do the 5 rounds. You just have patience, you see the opportunity is going to happen. You know, if you lose on the ground, on the strike, and I don't know, but I think you have to feel the fight. I have 5 rounds to do that.
You fought everywhere in the world so far. What do you think Hawaii is one of the nicest places in the world that you fought?
You know, I always have to remind myself, you come here to the battle. You know, it's a beautiful place, beautiful people, and looking for enjoy after the fights. Now we just focus on the fight Saturday.
Do you have plans to stay in Hawaii for a little bit after the fight?
Yes, I'm going to be staying a couple of days.
Awesome. Arlene's obviously won 5 or 6 fights, and have you been watching her in the division, noticing her, and like thinking that you might have to fight her again?
You know, I was letting my team, you know, watch the fights when I scheduled the fight to her. But I really follow Bellator fights, and then we've been watching the girls fight. And you know, I didn't know I was gonna face her, you know, but you just be ready, and she's being contender number 1. You just have to be ready to fight her.
And do you think she'll try to grapple you this fight?
I don't know. I know my game. Her game, I really don't know.
You've been fighting 17 years now, won and defended the belt numerous times, 27 fights, fought the who's who in women's MMA. How much longer does Cris Cyborg fight for?
You know, I feel great. You know, I feel very blessed. I never have any bad injury in my career, and I've been doing great fights. I think the more year coming, the more experience, you know, relaxed in the fight. And I don't know, great question, but I really still fire in my heart to continue fight, and yeah, that's it.
Well, as a fight fan of Cris Cyborg, it's nice to hear that you still got that fire because you're a pleasure to watch. Thank you for your time.
Welcome. Thank you.
Max?
Hi, Cris. So,
Hi.
I'm Max Morales from MMA Pit, and we keep going through these media availabilities, and we keep asking about your motivation and reasons to be here. But do you keep a name on your mind to face against, maybe Kayla Harrison or somebody like that?
You know, I'm really focused to Arlene Blencowe, but maybe after this fight we can talk and you can ask the same question again.
And without overlooking Arlene Blencowe, do you expect something different about the first fight that you had?
I expect to be a great fight night for all the fans, and if we put show Saturday.
Adrian?
Hi, Cris. I have a question. I don't know if you're going to answer, but with the way the Amanda Nunes fight played out, is that a fight you would want to run back, or is that just something that's past your career?
I'm really focused to Arlene Blencowe after the fight, maybe.
Kyle?
Hey, Cris, this is Kyle with the Going Live Network. Thanks for taking the time. It seems like you just keep cleaning out these ladies. Do you have a certain goal in mind for your legacy? Is it 5 more wins, 10 more wins here? Depending, of course, if you win Saturday night.
I don't think it depends anything Saturday. I think I don't need to prove anything, but to just improve every night, every time when I step in the cage. And if I still have a fire in my heart to fighting, you know, be example and leave the legacy for my fans. I not just want to be the champion in the octagon, but to be the champion in people's hearts. You know, change the community in Brazil, to change the people around me. You know, give hope for them. If I can continue doing this inside the ring and outside after, I'm gonna continue that. But I still in my heart, I feel I have a fire, and you know, I've been training. I still train the same way I trained in the beginning of my career. This is a show I really still love what I'm doing, and I'm very excited every time I step in the cage.
Eddie?
Hey, Chris, this is Eddie from Cage Side Press. You've been the face, or at least one of the faces of women's MMA for so long, and you're still doing it now. Once again, headlining another weekend, big-time Bellator weekend. What's it like to be headlining a card with so many other great female fighters that are, showing out for women's MMA?
You know, first I feel very blessed, very thankful for this, but I'm thankful for my fans. You know, they really put me where I'm at. They really enjoy to watch my fights. So I do my best over there. In the beginning, I want to prove like a girls can fight like a man. They can be exciting, they can be TKO, they can be people, you know. And then after only girls fighting too, the family getting together to watch the fights. So it make me really happy now so much, women's MMA grow so much, and let me continue in the sport fighting. So I feel very blessed for the opportunity.
Luke?
Hey Chris, Luke from Empire Universe Media. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Perfect. It's no secret that you've done a lot of great things inside and outside the cage. But what do you believe is the true definition of being a champion?
I think to be champion is not just to be like in the champion is not just to hold the title. You know, you can hold the title for a couple years, you can hold it for a long time. It's gonna switch the hands, every people, you know. And you know, some people remind you, some fans gonna remember you, but a couple of days later they're not gonna remember you. But I think what you can do outside, you know, you can use the platform to help people and for change some lives. And like I'm doing in Brazil, we do an event in Brazil, give it the opportunity for another young fighters for can be champion and get out to the Brazil, go to another place and can help your family back. Missionary work when they go to Africa, to another place. I know this is gonna change a lot of lives, and this is feel my heart to be the champion. It's a very big responsibility when people call you champion of the world, but what do you do for the change the world around you? So this is, I feel like it's a big responsibility. Not just be selfish, you think about yourself.
Michael?
Chris, hello. Thank you very much for your time. I wanted to ask, what makes Cris Cyborg the best fighter in the planet?
I believe in my dedication, discipline. When I came to the sport, I was really not a fighter. I was an athlete. So I think the patience, the love I have to my job and the discipline every day. And then for sure the people around me really support me every day. It's not every day I really wake up and excited to go training. But it's very important to have people love you, speak you the truth, be around you, team support you. And they got my life for sure.
Chris, we saw you ran into Tulsi Gabbard yesterday. What was that like?
Yes, you know, it was very fun time we met her. The first thing she told me, I was thinking my heart to be a fighter. And when I watch her fight, you know, against Gina Carano, and she's a really big example for a lot of girls. And I'm really happy and proud to meet her. She's a great woman.
So you have 4 finishes in 4 fights. You're looking to make it 5 for 5. Have you made any significant changes to your training since then?
Do you know it's every fight when I step up, I think about to do 5 rounds. It's like the last fight happened fast. Yeah, yes, but you know we always be prepared for 5 rounds. Can be 5 rounds the war. Yes, can be. You have to be prepared. So when I'm training, I was ready for 6 rounds. So in my career, I have a long time. We just fight for 5 rounds, be training for 5 rounds. But we never have a plan. You know, I'm gonna finish the fight now. So you just have to be prepared, and you see the opportunity. You know, you for finish the fight.
Definitely. And lastly, you're the only fighter in history to win titles in Bellator, UFC, Invicta FC, and Strikeforce. You're also the only fighter to defend all of those belts. We know you have a lot left in the tank, and you touched a bit on your legacy, but when your career is all said and done, what do you want people to remember about you most?
Remember not just the be the champion, the Grand Slam champion, but be the champion's lives. Change a lot of people around me, and the beginning when I start fighting, I really support the women's MMA. Do my best for open the door for a lot of girls, and I see how much it grows. It's just make it better, make it better for other girls come.
Last question from Polly.
Hello, Cyborg. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
A lot of people think that Ronda Rousey or Gina Carano started the sport in the early days. Do you think that it's you, the greatest, the one who won all 4 titles, that really paved the way for women in the sport?
You're never gonna say I'm the greatest. I feel like I just step in the cage, do my best, and if the fans think about that, it's okay. But I feel like when Sammy, if ask my dad who's the best fighter in the world, he's gonna say it's me. So I believe in the fans, you can say that. If you don't believe in me, it's the best man I am. But I just go do my job, do my best I can for them.